the governor of Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis. I mentioned this briefly yesterday, but I didn't play the clip because it happened when I was on air. Governor Ron DeSantis, he was speaking before, I think it was the University of South Florida, but there were some teenagers there.
Right.
And they're wearing a mask on their face. Why? Because they're teenagers, they're probably obeying their parents, maybe even their teachers, and they're being respectful to the governor who's probably 40 to 50 years older than them, and saying, you know what, I'm going to be respectful because while it appears we are at the end of the pandemic, it appears it's not over. And the numbers in Florida are still higher than they should be, especially in this area of South Florida, I believe. And he snaps at these children, because they are children, about wearing their mask on their face. He snaps at these children for wearing a mask. This is the governor of Florida. This is not him talking to somebody on a debate stage. This is not him with the Republican state legislator. This is not him with his family. He's talking to children who are part of the constituents that he serves. The audio's a bit low, but if you didn't hear it, listen to what Governor Ron DeSantis said to these children standing behind him.
You do not have to wear those masks. I mean, please take it off. Honestly, it's not doing anything. We got to stop with this COVID theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but this is ridiculous.
All right. Well, it's good to be at USF.
We got to stop with this COVID theater. We've got to stop. And mind you, this man is the king of COVID theater.
Hello.
This man is the king of COVID theater, from the vaccines to the polarizing conversations. I mean, this man is the king of it, right? Mm-hmm. They're wearing a mask. These are children. So one of the young men took his mask off because here's the governor of Florida. And I want you to hear this young man speak along with his mother, saying how upset and shocked she was to see DeSantis tell her son to take his mask off. Listen to this.
And I told him to wear that mask. And Governor DeSantis, and he's looking at this adult authority and is telling him, oh, you didn't have to wear the mask.
What was your reaction when you heard the governor tell you and your classmates, remove your masks?
A bit of surprise and shock, more of, okay, this authority figure is asking me to do something that I know is probably going to end up being controversial. So I took mine off.
Did you feel pressure by the governor to do that?
A little. It was more of a pressure of an adult figure asking me to do something, and it's just like, all right, why not?
It's just shocking that the governor told these kids, take off your mask. He pretty much said, take off your mask, it's stupid. And take off your mask, your parents don't matter. Even though I'm telling you, parents matter. And he's telling my minor child to take off his mask. He's putting us at risk.
Reese, this is the same state where they're pushing the Don't Say Gay bill. Mm-hmm. This is the same state that really is at the heart of parental rights legislation over critical race, and Virginia as well too, but over critical race theory and certain books you can't read, and parents' rights. And these young people have a mask on, which I'm assuming their parents said, wear this mask. And you as the governor are really, in my opinion, bullying them.
Right.
Mocking them. And also COVID theater, Reese, you don't know these kids. What if one of those kids lost a parent or a family member to COVID? Mm-hmm. What if they had trauma around COVID. And you, as the governor, this is not some random Karen in an airport. You, as the governor, are talking about COVID theater and not wearing a mask. Kids have been traumatized during this pandemic. I was just disgusted. I
Yeah.
was really, really disgusted. Reese, as a parent, what were your thoughts when you saw this?
Ooh, I don't like to pull the mom card because I've been a non-mom a vast majority of my life. But I would say, as a mom, I wanted to beat his ass. Okay, because there's one rule in the Black community: you don't talk to the child, you talk to me. If you need to correct my child, then you come talk to me, especially when my child is following my directions. There's an order of things that he violated when he bullied those children. Okay. And the reason why he felt empowered to do that is because they are children.
Right.
Because I'm sure he went out up to that Black woman or the Black man whose son kept his mask on and said, "Yo, child needs to take his mask off." Oh, it would have been an issue. It would have been a real issue. So the fact that, he has no class, he has no decorum, he's a degenerate, he's a bully. And the COVID theater, in my opinion, is this theater that we're pretending that the pandemic is over because it's not good for, people's electoral chances. So let's all take off our masks and let's all pretend like everything is over. But guess what? If you are not vaccinated or if you have a pre-existing condition, you shit out of luck. That's the real theater that we're happening. Okay. So don't try to make it seem like the people who are still trying to avoid getting COVID are the ridiculous ones. The ridiculous ones are the people like Ron DeSantis who get triggered by a person protecting themselves, and actually by protecting themselves, they're protecting others around them. So his actions were deplorable. They were just despicable. And those are some fighting words. Okay. And I don't care if he said please, but the scoff and the his anger, his being riled up, that wasn't called for. That wasn't called for. And the fact that this is the kind of stuff that doesn't even move the needle with the Republican base just tells you how full of shit they are when they scream parents' rights. It's not parents' rights, it's white parents' rights that agree with us. That's what they're talking about. So whenever Republicans talk about anything, there's always an asterisk that comes with it. It ain't never what they start trying to say on its face, because they never keep the same energy when Black folks are exercising their Second Amendment right, or when parents are exercising their right to protect their children or educate their children a certain way, or to adhere to their children's desires to identify a certain way, whether it's gender-wise or sexuality. So Ron DeSantis is full of shit. Republicans are full of shit. And this is a poor reflection on the already deplorable Republican Party. And there should be widespread repudiation against this. And you know what? If he wasn't the governor, he probably would have had hands laid on him. But assaulting a government official has a different kind of consequence than if you just two parents at a soccer match getting into it. So he's very lucky that he's in that position of authority, but he absolutely abused it when he bullied those children into taking off their mask.
Agreed. And there's going to be no apology. There's going to be no accountability for it. There's going to be no, as the governor, I shouldn't have said that. There's going to be none of that. That this actually, what's even more disturbing, Reese, this actually helps him with his base.
Yeah.
What is your base when it helps you when you bully children in this serious thing called a pandemic, when thousands and thousands of people have died in Florida? What does that mean? What kind of base do you have? This is going to help your chances to win.
But they like bullies. Trump was a bully.
Like bullies.
He bullied everybody.
They like bullies.
Yeah. It's always about punching down with the Republicans, because they don't have the energy to really take it to where they need to, like with Putin. Now all of a sudden some of them are trying to change their rhetoric, but a lot of people were bigging up Putin. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to somebody that
it was trending yesterday, I stand with Putin was trending yesterday. I stand with Putin was trending on social media yesterday.
Crazy. They stand with Putin, but they don't stand with little kids who are wearing a mask. They might have pre-existing conditions. Their parents might have some kind of conditions. Ron DeSantis' wife has cancer. So it's respectful and it's personal choice. Personal choice means personal goddamn choice. That's what it means. But apparently words don't have meaning when they're coming out of Republicans' mouth.
Yeah. No, I was really disgusted. I was just like, this is, and then the funny thing to me is that you see something like that, and then people get angry for Joe Biden calling somebody, a jackass for asking a question about inflation. And you try and think that Joe Biden and Trump are the same thing, or even Joe Biden and DeSantis are the same thing. It's kind of funny to me. If Joe Biden shows even a tinge, a light little flicker, a light little flame, it's like, oh my God, he's the worst president in the world. He is despicable. He is horrible. He's the bottom of the barrel. Y'all doing these massive false equivalencies, and they just keep failing. But, it works.
Well, and look at how they attack Vice President Kamala Harris for laughing. Okay, laughing is a crime. You know what I'm saying? So the Democrats have to understand that Republicans.
Wait, Reese. They were attacking Vice President Kamala Harris for the way she was sitting during the State of the Union, that she looked too serious.
What? I didn't even hear that
President. I saw that she looked too serious.
Oh God! So she has to smile more. Woman needs to smile more.
Right.
Oh my God.
Because she's sitting there. Y'all just mad that a black woman is sitting on the stage for a State of the Union.
Hello.
Y'all just mad at that.
Get used to it,
Y'all
bitches.
are upset. Right, exactly. So that was just disgusting. Governor DeSantis. It's just horrible. Phone lines are lit. Let's go to some calls here. Let's go to Linda from Virginia. What's up, Linda?
Hey, good afternoon to the both of you. I'm gonna just try to vent in a just raw way.
Go ahead, let it out.
I am in my mindset of talking about DeSantis. I think we all should just maintain our personal integrity and stay true to who we are, and just say, who in the fuck do you think you are?
Boom.
Who in the fuck do you think you are? You goofy, ignorant, racist, incompetent ass bastard. To go to a school and tell other people's children in the vein of supporting your backwards ass, redundant ass, counterproductive ass revolt against common sense, against moral decency, against health in the face of a pandemic. You're destructive, and you're an ignorant buffoon. And we have to come to grips with America is Babylon right now, and it is fucking falling. We are disgraced around the world. We are divided. You have these goofy ass, racist, ignorant, backwards ass white folks that are trying to go back to some shit that they will never achieve without totally destroying this country, because ain't nobody going back to that bullshit. Ain't nobody going back to Jim Crow. Ain't nobody going back or succumbing to so-called white supremacy. It's white indecency. It's your inability to compete. It's your inability to know how to survive without raping, pillaging, maiming, stealing, robbing other groups, other cultures of anything and everything to sustain this false sense of superiority. I'm fucking tired of these fucking racist ass, creepy ass, ignorant ass, anti-American ass white folks. DeSantis at the top, Trump at the top, the Republican Party at the top. I think the Democrats better get their shit together. I'm sick of these motherfuckers too. We need to purge all of them who ain't on board with New World Order as far as what the majority of us Americans want. You have to have some fucking nerve, and you have to have some courage, and you got to step outside of that bourgeoisie, we better than that, when they go low, we go high bullshit. You got to meet a motherfucker where they at. That's where I'm at right now. I'm sick of this shit, Kane. I'm sick of this shit. And with that lady talking about the kids, I don't blame the kids. But I'm going to tell you what, I think where she was going with this. If mama tell you, if daddy tell you to wear that damn mask, unless Jesus with a rainbow around him come and tell you to take it off, don't you take that fucking mask off. You tell him, like we used to say back in the day, my mama said I can't go. My daddy said I can't do that. Let's get real. Let's keep it real. I'm talking about the Black culture. Everybody
Yeah.
else can do what they want. It's not a racist thing to say, but we are who we are. Everybody still what we are. Everybody want to be who we are. Everybody emulate what we do. They then turn around and tell us we ain't shit. We at the bottom of the totem pole. If we so low, why you so fucking scared? You scared because you know who we are. We got power. We are beautiful. We are resilient. We ain't taking this shit. So if you ain't on board, jump off the fucking top. Get out the way. I'm sorry, but I am like so sick of this stupid shit right now. I am so stupid and sick of this stupid shit that's happening in this fucking country. I have a no tolerance policy for all things fucking stupid, racist, ignorant, counterproductive, and unaccommodating to the decency and the morality of humanity in itself. And we have to start calling this shit out raw.
Miss Linda, I'm with you. Thank you, Miss Linda in Virginia.
Woo. Okay, she stole all my thunder. That was supposed to be me doing that. I gotta recalibrate my response because that was the energy I should have came with the first time. But I started off on the mom energy, so next time I'm gonna give the Linda energy. But yes, Linda, I'm with her.